Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. This is Passport Nomad, and today, before I move on to the content, I would like to ask you at this time if you could please hit subscribe, like, and share, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up on all my newest posted content. Today, I want to talk about why you can't take everyone with you when moving to another country. Moving to another country is often a thrilling and transformative decision. Whether it's for a fresh start, new opportunities, or a deeper sense of freedom, the journey carries the promise of growth. However, one hard truth you come to face quickly is that you simply can't take everyone with you, not physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. Everyone's path is different. Life is not a group project, as I would say. Each person has their own path, their lessons, and timing. While your soul may be calling you to explore new lands, shift your environment, and expand your worldview, others may not be ready or even willing to do the same. Some people are deeply rooted in what's familiar to them, and it can cause resentment, fear, or even failure to thrive in a new environment. You have to honor that everyone's journey is their own, even when it means walking away from people you love. Not everybody wants to change. Change is uncomfortable, even when it's necessary. Some people are simply not built for the discomfort that comes with learning a new culture, navigating foreign systems, or rebuilding their life from scratch. The truth is, what you see in an adventure, others may see as chaos. They might prefer the stability of what they knew, even if it's limiting. And you can't force a vision into someone's life when they haven't chosen it for themselves. Emotional baggage can be a heavy weight. When you embark on a new journey, you need clarity, flexibility, and peace. Carrying people who are not emotionally prepared can weigh you down, slow you up, and even sabotage your growth. It's not always out of malice. Sometimes it's fear, dependency, or their own inner wounds. But moving across borders while dragging unresolved relationships, old dynamics, and emotional debts can turn a dream into a nightmare. Resources are limited. Real talk. Moving is expensive, time consuming, and draining. You have to be strategic about your energy, money, and time. Helping everyone else make the leap with you financially, mentally, or physically could mean compromising your own stability. You can't pour from an empty cup. Sometimes you have to go first, establish yourself, and then decide who, if anyone, you're able to assist later. Growth often requires separation. The soil that nurtured you up to this point may not be the soil that can sustain your next level. Moving to another country often strips you down to your essential self. It's a sacred shedding of old identities and attachments. Some people are part of the old you, and holding on to them too tightly can block your evolution. Sometimes the separation isn't about abandoning people, it's about making space for yourself to bloom fully. Everyone can't see your vision. When you decide to move abroad, you're acting on a vision that was given to you, not to everyone else. They may not understand your reasons. They may criticize you or guilt trip you or doubt you. It's not your job to convince anyone of your dream. Your responsibility is to stay true to what you need to do, what you need. Clarity comes from doing, not from arguing or debating with those who can't see what you see. It's hard to leave loved ones behind, and it's tempting to want to save everyone. But the reality is that some chapters you will have to write alone in your life. Trust that those meant to be in your life will align with you in the new season, and those who can't will continue their own journey. Moving to another country isn't just about geography, it's about growth, and growth always requires letting go. This is just something to keep in mind. Like when I first decided to leave and home for the first time, actually, it was to join the military. And that was so long ago. But you know what? I needed that. I needed that separation from everything that I knew just so I could continue on and grow to the person I am today. You can't stay at home, staying dependent on friends and family that you grew up with all your life. Part of life is you separate from people and life goes on. That's just what it is. And once you get over there to making your way, that's your path. Not everyone is meant to walk your path. And that's the whole thing you got to remember. Like I said, before I left home, I had different people in my ear all telling me, oh, why would you want to go over there? Why you want to go to a third world country? They said everything negative to try to deflect me from what I wanted to do. Well, I'm not going over there, all this and that. They don't speak English. I'm comfortable right here. I'm staying right here in an English speaking country. All that they say some of the craziest things, unbelievable. And yet they don't know. They didn't do any research. Most of them never traveled a day in their life. They'll just say, son, oh, I've traveled to this place before in Florida, or I've been to this place down here, in Texas or somewhere else. That's always in the country, and it's never another country. Those kind of people are, how should I say this delicately? They're too comfortable in their bubble of what they know. They're afraid to experience anything else outside of what they know. Let's just say, even if they did stay in America, some people stay in their same neighborhoods all their lives. I remember that specifically when I came back from serving in the military. I used to see friends that I went to high school with still doing the same thing, still working at the same places, in the same city or the same environment, on the same block, hanging out. They never go anywhere. They never did anything with their lives. They just stayed in the same place and they got complacent. And it's one thing that I've learned about life is if you're not happy where you are and you want more, you want to advance, you want to achieve or experience new things, sometimes you have to leave and relocate, find what you need or where you want to be in life. Because you're not going to get it all in one place. Sometimes you have to travel, whether it's within country or outside of country. This is another reason why I decided to leave home from America in the United States, because no matter where I went in America, whatever, America's going to be America no matter what. My thing is, once I first got that taste of the first experience of traveling abroad or living in another country, it opened my mind to new possibilities of how people live, how I could be living, how people are so much nicer over here in this country, or people are more humble here in that country. And even though sometimes you feel as though we have everything that we need in America, or that we've been given so much, or we have so much freedom, there's a lot of things that I felt that we as Americans were missing that other countries have, or something that we lost that other countries still have. And a lot of it was very simple things like being humble, being happy, family traditions, how we treat each other, respect, for the elders, respect for other people, being able to walk outside or have a quiet walk without having to worry about somebody coming up and doing something bad to you or whatever is a lot. It's a whole lot. It's an experience. That's all I could say. And I actually had to say this to my niece the other day when I called back home. So that's why I brought this whole thing up for this topic. She asked, one of the first questions she asked me was, she said, "Hey, why did you leave?" And I had to tell her, I said, "Hey, you know, your uncle, he wasn't happy. He wasn't happy back at home, and he loves to travel. That makes him happy." And the whole thing is, everybody usually says this in life. If you're not happy in one place or not happy somewhere, whether it's a job, a relationship, or whatever, if you're not happy and it's going nowhere, you're not going anywhere, you're not seeing any changes, you want better, then why stay in a place that you're not happy? Why stay in a place that hurts you mentally, physically? Why stay? Why not relocate and find something that works for you, something new, something exciting, something that makes you happy, something you're happy doing, or a place that you're happy being? And that's why I did it. I wasn't happy. To be honest, the best times of my life that I can recall, other than simple times with friends and family, was when I was traveling abroad. It's something that I love to do. It's always been on my mind. Well, with that said, I'm going to end this video for today. Thank you for hearing my thoughts, and thank you for listening to this discussion, this topic I brought up. If any of you have felt the same, please share your experiences down in the comments. This is Passport Nomad saying, have a nice day. Passport Nomad signing off.